The urging of the Spirit. Discontentment. You are certainly urged by my Spirit to comply with my will, yet you are not being forced into doing so because compulsion would damage your soul. If, however, you completely and utterly sacrifice your will to me, if you consciously surrender your opposition to me by only wanting to do my will, then you will be unable to do anything else but to live according to the order which is my fundamental principle of eternity. Then you will no longer consciously infringe against this order, you will always conduct yourselves as I ask of you, you will no longer sin consciously. In that case you willingly comply with the urging of the Spirit, you allow yourselves to be guided by it and thus you will be guided by me, and that truly righteously. Yet you should and indeed can do more than just avoid sin and abhor injustice, you will also be induced by my Spirit accordingly, but if you don't give in to its urging then you will not be content with yourselves even if you have not sinned, for although you don't infringe against the commandments of love for God and your neighbor, you nevertheless don't eagerly comply with them and your soul will feel neglected and depressed, for it senses that it is not making any progress in its development. Every discontentment with oneself is an expression of a depressed soul. You humans should not always remain on the same level, you should make an effort, you should do whatever it takes to advance your higher development, and you should continually work at improving yourselves, and this is what the Spirit constantly stimulates you to do. If you follow its encouragement, you will also sense an inner calm, for then you will have fulfilled my will, and this feeling makes you happy. I certainly take notice of your will to accept my will and assess it correctly, yet you should also try to put into practice what you promise me. Seek to give ever more love, to perform selfless works of love, try to base your whole life on love, then you will live in harmony with my Spirit within you, and then you will only listen to my Spirit and ignore whatever the other side says to you. Let the Spirit in you rule supreme, completely submit yourselves to my will and always strive for perfection. And your heart will be so filled by peace that it will reveal me and my presence in you, for then you will be aware of my presence and can only live in absolute harmony with me and my Spirit. Amen.